There's been a little bit of a miscommunication between the ancients and the moderners about God. A lot of people seem to think that God is just some powerful entity that created the world, but this isn't quite how the mystics saw it. God isn't just some powerful being, it is being. God is existence itself. You can say that God is a synonym for reality. Reality is God. So I'll attempt to break down this concept a little. Society, as an example, is an extremely complex interweb of a bunch of different subcomponents, which is physically made up of buildings, cars, human bodies, etc. The bodies are made up of organs, the organs are made up of cells, the cells atoms, atoms are made up of protons, electrons, and neutrons, and you can keep breaking this down. Every level of existence is made of something more fundamental than itself, something simpler than when we put it all the different parts together. You have millions of different types of bodies: dog bodies, cat bodies, human bodies, lizard bodies, oak tree bodies, fig tree bodies, but all of those are just made up of a simple combination of protons, electrons, and neutrons. These simple protons and neutrons contain the potential for an infinite amount of variation, as we can see from all the different types of atoms and even living bodies. Beyond things like protons and electrons and whatever you could break those down into, there's the base quality of reality which underlies everything. That one simple substance filled with infinite potential, the substance that the universe came from, that substance which makes up everything else, the substance which all matter, space, time, and consciousness spring forward from. God is the fundamental reality behind all these things. Like how water can become ice, steam, rivers, oceans, clouds. It can melt, it can evaporate. It manifests in all these different forms. Like how water can manifest in these forms, this base reality can manifest as all different things that exist. It's the base quality of existence. God is reality. Or like how a mouth can form a smile, a frown, it can press its lips together. Everything is just a further permutation of this base quality of existence, a further permutation of this substance. Nothing is separate from this fundamental state of being. Everything else, in all of its different forms, takes this substance as its base. Even atoms are composed of it. And this is how mystics see God. Not as some distant, powerful being, but integral to everything, even the combination of different protons and neutrons. God is reality. So in the same way as the ancient mystics, when I talk about reality, I'm talking about God. And when I'm talking about God, I'm talking about reality. Appreciating this core reality is itself at the core of mysticism and has so many different implications about how to see the world and how best we can live our lives taking this insight into account. If you're interested in exploring and applying this concept, check out my other videos. Besides that, peace